Okay, Duvid here. We are live. I'm going to be doing the last 30 minutes of the Racing King Arena. So the screen share. We got Moscow never sleeps. I've never seen this move before. Bishop C5. Gotta admit, I've never seen it. I'm just going to play king here like normal. Okay, so it wasn't a mouse slip. That was his idea, but not sure. Why can't I just play like normal? So just keep on running. So what's it going to do? Take the knight? Okay, so I'm going to try to share this in the tournament playing this. Okay, so he does take the knight. Take his bishop. And if he takes with a rook, I could even bring my bishop out. Or, yeah, I think I'll just go bishop here. Rook is can't hit my king. Okay, so what we got here, my friend from Israel, Yehonatan, has helped organize a marathon Racing King battle, and this is the last 30 minutes of it. So see what happens. So he plays bishop there. Okay, good move. But my rook is okay. So I'm just put this in the chat. I'm gonna stream the last 30 minutes. So we'll see if anyone shows up and try to direct this towards, I guess, being nice to noobs. And so Moscow Never Sleeps played an opening I've never seen before. A lot of these players are younger and aren't as strong. Like I just played in the monthly Crazy Horse and actually show that. Did pretty good. I gained 64 points. I got second place in the whole monthly Crazy Horse. So relatively, there's more stiff competition in other games. So this, because it's relatively simple, you have a lot of players that. So I'm just trying to figure out a good strategy. I could play rook all the way down. Or should I play rook here, rook here? Can't play rook there because he takes. So maybe if he plays king here, his rook hangs. If he moves his king up, then I could play bishop here, and try to move my king around. So this is looking pretty good for me. Just because I have a big lead in the race. So his king, if he doesn't want to lose the rook, he has to keep his king in this file. So me also. Okay. No, I was thinking of doing queen there, but I can't. So if he takes, try rook here. My rook hangs. If he, okay, so I'm going to try to do some commentary because these games are quite difficult, just for me playing. And I want to make some lessons for noobs, as they call them. I don't mean to be upsetting. So you see the standing. I'm in first place on my team, Yehonatan, by a whole bunch. And I think our team is in third, 12 hours, a lot of different players. I'm relatively new to this game. My queen's defending the rook, so this looks pretty good for me. Like even a black here, and racing kings could be more advantageous to white than other variants. But I think I feel pretty good about this position. I'm down a knight, but my king is 2 squares higher plus black. So it's almost like 2.5. Like I have an advantage of almost 2.5 squares. So I think I could just play here, keep on moving up. If he takes the rook, I'll take back. And I'm threatening almost queen there. So he forks my king and queen, but is that enough? Yeah, I think I could do queen here. So if he takes the rook, I could take his queen. It's hanging, and he can't take my queen because it's check. I was a little scared for a second. I was looking. I didn't want to lose material. I think this should be good. Rook here wasn't quite enough because he probably could have taken the queen, and I take the rook, and the queen comes back, and just don't have enough material to make it here. But queen to c4 looks like the final nail in the coffin, so to say. I just play rook here. It was king now is 3.5 squares back. His time's almost ticking down. My king's going forward. He's got to try something, but it's all probably too little too late. And he's got to go back. I'm just going to play rook down to the last rank, and it should be over. So I think I got this. Moscow never sleeps, top player. In fact, he's in 4th place. So I'll be happy to get this victory if I'm right. I think I'm pretty sure this should be an easy victory. And so only move to even extend it 1 move. Knight there doesn't even do anything. I could just play king here. I got 2 different squares for my king to go to. So it is over, and he resigns. Okay, so I get a victory on my first game of the stream. 3 people watching. Anyone tuning in, this largely is a favor to the Racing King community. Crazy House, the World Championship, Yasser Seirawan, there's a lot of people streaming it. Even players significantly better than me. So you're trying to come in and stream something that's not quite as popular. You see, it's very unlikely we're going to be able to catch up in, first or second is basically set. You have very strong players. I get Rocky here. He's in 5th. Even if I'm probably not going to be able to catch him, but we'll see what he does. I think these guys were speaking Tamil earlier. So a lot of players from India, interesting. We have to think about it and, maybe talk about it. I'm just playing to win. This is probably the most mainstream of all of the openings here. And, called theory because you listen to the computer, the move is knight here. And really the only move here is king to b5. It took the knight on c2 here. King b5. If he doesn't play that, he's significantly worse. And there's still chances. So people don't like to play queen b5, obviously, because it's king b5 because they don't want to give up the knight for nothing. But now my rook comes in here. I'm blocking his file. I'm going to be able to come right in here. And I forget if I'm supposed to. I could just go up. Yeah, I think I just go up. He played that way because it's going to take him 2 moves to even make any progress. So, did I mess this up again? I always mess this up. If queen there, if I should have played queen there first. So I messed this one up pretty frequently, unfortunately. And then, okay, so we have plenty of time here. So the problem is he's just going to play king here, and then I can't stop him from getting away. So if I play rook takes rook first, I could play queen to the corner. I could play queen here. Yeah, I think I could play queen here. No! Oh, man, that's going to cost me the game. I completely mouse slipped that. Meaning I just mouse slipped that. I meant to play the queen there, and this is just a horrible move, so now I'm going to lose. Queen there, then I would have been at least threatening something. Now I'm not even threatening anything, and I got nothing. He's just going to play queen there. Maybe some small chance. It doesn't even do anything. That the bishop there. So that was a mouse slip. Silly. So yeah, I'm just playing Crazy House a bunch of times. And Venu, thank you for turning in. Venu Fork, one of the top players. Yeah, I just made a mouse slip here. I have to check the computer analysis to see this. So this is the most mainstream of all the openings, and he's still got a win here. You're saying he's not actually up any material. So I'm pretty sure I messed that up, but I definitely did not want to play rook there. I wasted a move for nothing. So queen there, like I'm looking at winning possibly. Now, like I would be lucky to have, a tiny bit of even drawing chances. But he couldn't find a good move, so he played bishop there. That's probably a good sign. You're saying bishop there doesn't help. Okay, I could just take it. I could play. I'm going to play queen here because he can't take it, and I'm threatening his rook. Oh, and I messed that up. Because now he's just going to play knight there, and I got nothing. Oops. No, I was playing crazy. So I made two of the same silly. I clicked on the button, and I forgot I had it clicked to move the pieces to try moving a little bit more quicker. So I had 100 views on the last video. I'm not sure any of the players who the demands. So I'm part of two teams. My friend Yonatan, who's only 12 years old from Israel, he made me team. So I'm even part team captain of the Israeli players, and then racing team. So I was the best autumn player. We have over 200 players on our team, and I'm actually one of the top team players, not the team leader. So here I got Venue Fork. He was the guy who was just in the chat. A lot of players from India play this, and a lot of them are pretty good. So, not sure. The game is the game, and there's objectively somewhat patterns. So say like people from different areas or nations or backgrounds that perform better or worse at the game could interpret different ways to mean different things. So I had messed that one up last time with a slip, just a silly slip, and king here to keep the bishop pair. So he plays the exact same thing, and I think I'm going to play queen here first. So I played rook there, and then I meant to play queen there, but I think queen here first is probably better because he's got a hard time advancing his king, and he could move his rook. Okay, so this way should work out better for me. And I'm white, so I have to be a half move ahead. But this way should be better than I got last time. And I think I could even just play king here. Although if I play king here, I got to be careful about his queening. So I take he's just going to play king there. And can I play rook there? So if I play king here and then he plays king there and I play rook there, and maybe I could, I think I could play king here and then bishop. Oh, maybe it's a draw. There might be a draw now. I thought I was going to play bishop here and prevent him from coming in, although it may not work. Maybe he just plays maybe he could sack his queen even. I'm not sure. But no, he can't sack his queen. Just take And okay, so yeah, now he could be in trouble because, you know, king here, and I think I got this. So, okay, thanks, dude, for watching the stream. And you know, there's other players who are better than me. Okay, so he plays. You know, good move. That was his move. I forgot about that. So let me see. And go here. So two ideas. One, I'm threatening his rook, and now also my queen is on the opposite side. So sometimes when black gets the extra half move, so if you're, you know, if I played my queen, my king in a way that blocks the queen from preventing his, it could be a draw. So yeah, that was my threat. So he ignores my threat, and I should just be one now. So that's a free rook and the path to the 8th rank. So 12 minutes left. I could even just take that. He can't take it back. So Venue Fort, good game, strong player, and it'll be too late. I'm just going to play king there, and this is the type of position he probably couldn't even get to the last rank if he wanted to. So he resigns. Okay. So not much chance that I'm going to get into 5th place. I'm going to get 6th place basically anyway. Seth isn't even playing. Moscow. So there's only a handful of players right now, and it's almost over. So we had a bunch of good games. So let me try to talk it through. Yeah, we had more players earlier, and up to maybe like 20 players at a time at some point earlier, and now we only have a handful of players. So, you know, 12 hours straight. Racing King is already one of the smallest variants, probably even smaller than Horde. And, you know, they didn't even include Racing King on chess.com. So that's why we have leagues in separate, you know, like the house Discord is a good place to meet, but it's a little, I'll call it like raunchy, non-politically correct. You know, like not depending on you know, your style. The house Discord may not be the best place for you, especially for little kids. But maybe it's fine. I don't know. You ask your parents, ask your coach. But yeah, it's hard to find people to play the variants. Besides for Crazy House, most of the variants only have like one a day. So Horde, Racing King only have one tournament a day. It's usually like the very top players, half of them every time. But Racing King seems a little bit more popular than Horde, so there's a lot of players who like it, and we have these leagues. I mean, Yohonatan's is only 12 years old. A lot of very young players because it only takes 6 moves. I don't know if I'm going to get another game. Maybe I'll do a little bit of computer analysis. So we'll see if I get another game. In the meantime, let's look at that game I lost to Rocky. And I mean, Rocky's a pretty good player. So just check my sound's working. I'm probably going to order dinner soon too. So right after this. So let's see the computer analysis. You know, so saying here, knight at c2 is basically the main move. So king b5, if you see, he plays knight at f2. King b5 is the main move, the computer recommended move. You have to give up a piece here for black to stay in the game. So, you know, you have to know enough about the game, you know, the computer, to trust the computer, that the computer is telling you to give up a piece here and play king b5. But, you know, it's understandable. He takes the knight. You look at the winning percentage. King b5 is about even, 40-40-20. Knight at f2 really only gets rid of half of the draws. But you can see the computer analysis. So here, just take it, rook x f2. And there's a few possibilities here. So you just take the knight. So he doesn't want to lose material. So at this point, he could do king b5, or knight e4 is a try. Also, knight e4 actually has a winning record, and I guess rook f8. Like you gotta figure out something. I mean, it's better for white, but so this is a very common line, probably the single most common line that you see in racing kings, like this variation. And basically I got to get my rook in front of my king so I could move it around in some positions. Where he doesn't take the piece, you're going to get black is going to get a double knight there, and that's also interesting. And it's similar to other defenses, like certain patterns that are chess patterns for any way that you permeate the game of chess, but they're unique to racing king, like that knight pattern in the rook, preventing the king from getting through, or the rook in front because you can't check. So king f6, it's the best move. Queen h8, so say queen h8 is just a way better move here in terms of odds. That there's no draws in the book, but king f6 is the most common move. Rook c7. So rook g7 is even. So at this point, rook g7 is even, and then queen c8. And I meant to play queen h7 here, and I just slipped. So at this point, I'm not lost, but like I meant to play king h7, queen h7, and just was a slip. And here you see he's really, it's not good. Like he's got to play king here to stop me from winning his rook, and or he's got to trade. So this is what I had meant to do. Rook c b7. I mean, here is somewhat of a try, but it's really just not that good. So here I just blundered, played there. He took. I had to take the rook to stand any chance in the game. Bishop g2. Queen h2 is an interesting move. I had a chance to queen h2, but yeah, here knight c4. So queen e8 is what I played, but it doesn't work, and it was over. Okay, so generally, people ask me sometimes they want to get better. And Yochanan, shalom, good to see you. Yochanan, I'm going to Facebook you. You got to this guy Lowell Gallon every Monday and Wednesday has this thing in Jerusalem. These interesting lectures called Root and Branch. You could sign up for the Zooms. So I'm actually going to. So if you're here, Yochanan, check out this link. Sign up for some of these Zooms. They're in Jerusalem every Monday and Wednesday. Very interesting. I was a speaker. They wouldn't probably include you as a speaker. So if you want a chance to tell your story to folks interested in Jerusalem, check it out. So it doesn't look like Royal Maniac. A great record, 12-1 against him. In fact, the only game I ever played against him in Racing King, somehow I won. I wanted to get Royal Maniac to help me out. Duvid wants the Royal Maniac's the top player at this game by far. He's the current world champion of it. Somehow I beat him the only time we played this recently. I beat him in the variant world championship, but I played him at 960 in Crazy House. So those are my good games. I mean, not really 960, but at that point he's getting better. Also, he's young, so he's improving quicker. But yeah, he's the top player at the game to help explain some of these concepts. So I guess I'm not going to get a game. So let's look at another one of my losses here. Who's this guy? This guy, Rodney the Rooster, was spanking me today. And I guess he left. Yeah, I'm streaming right now. And, he's on Twitch. I'm a YouTube user. But, yeah, I wanted to kind of explain how to play for noobs. So this guy got me pretty good today, like 8-3. I don't know who he is. Like, he's probably a another player who just changed his name, like maybe like Texas Trump or something like that, just using another name. And he goes for, so somehow I was losing to him in this same line. Okay, so I got a game. Oh man. Oh yeah. I was streaming. I lost the game because I didn't have my earpiece in, so I didn't hear the sound. So yeah, I'm not sure, Royal, because you're like, if you want to make top videos for competition, like looking at this game, like how did I lose to this guy Rodney again and again, and he had this interesting move like Queen. I mean, it's not a bad move. It's very not that commonly played, and I didn't know what to do with it. So King F6 or E6, and I didn't realize that King F6 is better. So on the spot, I couldn't figure out what to do, and I lost. But I mean, it's the power of computer analysis is to. So I'm not even joined. So I'm not going to get another game. And who did I Invencut? Did I just lose that game too? Did he get Cincino? Yeah, one of these Indian players are very good, and played a bunch of times. So let's comment. Dude with a blindfold. It's not the same guy who's the Racing King champion. So this is probably King E4 is usually considered better. King E5 here, but he goes there for the rooks, and the problem with the bishops, and so it's a draw. So this turned into a draw. So just a quick draw. Royal Maniac has made. There are studies in this game, so like I don't know. I would do a stream like just me. I would do it myself, but like I'm new to the game. There's better players, so if anyone wanted to team up with me, and there's people from all over the world also and speak different languages. I mean, Royal Maniac English is probably not his first language. I mean, like Dutch, or a lot of German players, or like Bengali. So it's coming to the end here, and yeah, I think someone like Grandmaster Wesley So is a version introduction to 960. Someone needs to make an introduction for noobs that starts with the rules and basic strategy till advanced strategy in a breakdown way, like I mentioned, Sunil Wardamantry, Nakamura's father-in-law, coach chess with his organization, and the idea, demystifying chess is breaking chess down into a simple structure and the component pieces. So for chess, that's very well, like, pins, skewers, rook endgames, opening theory, attack, all these various things. And most of what happens in Racing King is in reality the exact same as the theory of regular chess. Open game, middle game, end game, tactics, pins, skewers. But Racing King has different rules because you can't check. I was saying theoretically, kind of like a historical game. Generally, in games, you have two types. You have games where you win by taking your opponent's king or key piece or all of their pieces, or racing games where you win by getting your main piece or all your pieces to the other side. Those are the two major kind of games. So Racing King switches the nature of chess from winning by checkmating the king, you're taking all the pieces like an horde, to a racing game where your goal is to get to the other side, and it only takes 6 moves to do it. But it's still the same chess pieces, and you can't check a king. Like saying in ancient royal theory, you can't kill a king. And saying you can't even insult a king. Like my friend Yonatan, like from Israel, his father's a rabbi, and saying you can't say bad things about the rabbi. You can't say bad things about the rebbe. Not only you can't kill a king, you can't even say bad things. So it's like Racing King. You can't attack the king. You're not allowed to attack the king. Kings are special. So the interesting nature of the Racing King game. So look at a Seth game. For the type analysis. So bishop d4, bishop e4. Besides where the king lives. So like there's studies that do this. Like the king running. Like knight here, king here, knight takes queen, and here, and then it's pinned. So there's like this interesting idea of knight here, because it traps the king in both ways, or king up in order to get the queen out. But that's not the common line. Common line is bringing the kings up, sometimes a knight trade to the bishop, and the king getting here first. And sometimes these bishop games reach the exact same thing. Like king here, king e5, queen here. I've been playing queen here in when I play, but see, all of these moves are relatively the same. You got to get your queen out. Possibly a rook lift moving the queen. So he plays queen a5, Seth, like I play, and then rook down, and then rook sacking for the bishop. I usually play rook here. That's the move I've been playing. It's not as good as the move he plays. Rook b6, the best move. So trying to make a getaway here, and rook here, and so that's the opening. So racing king is still like any form of chess. Like you got the opening, the pieces have largely been developed. Like because it's racing king, a lot of times you can't develop all the pieces because it only takes 6 moves to get the king to the other side. And so you have the middle game here, like all the pieces being attacked. A lot of tactics. A lot of times tactics are a way that you wouldn't expect to see tactics. Because of the nature of not being able to check the king. And so you're gonna have a middle game, a bunch of exchanges, and now the king's making a run for it. So white has gained a little bit of material apiece. In return, the king is making a run for it. And here white is just has this wall, the safe, king here, where the king is going to go here, 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 and here. And there's basically nothing black could do about it. And it's just over. And a lot of times you'll see the structure, the queen and 2 rooks, that sometimes you could put there first. Like in the game that I had, like I let him get that set up, and then it's just like the king could just walk safely to the corner in 4 moves. And there's almost sometimes you could stop it. So, but this basic structure of middle game. So the middle game resolved, and white has just this perfect setup here, and the end game. So they're not that long. Like middle game, opening, middle game, end game. Opening could be like 3 to 8 moves. Here was a longer opening. Just the development, not too many trades. To the middle. Almost. Call it like 8 moves of the opening, which is huge for racing king to have the opening last 8 moves. That's quite long. Like a lot of games, it can only take 6 moves for the king to get to the end. And then the middle game, these series of exchanges, and then the king makes a run for it. Like the end game, the king reaches the 5th rank, and then it's just over. A few moves over, it's over. So that's a typical racing king game strategy. And so let's look at the stats for the tournaments here. We had 749 games, 21,656 moves. White won 46% time, black won 47% time. Very, very interesting because generally white has a significant advantage. Usually wins like 55, 60% of the time. So that black won more here. It's interesting. 8% draws, 41% berserks. A lot of berserks. People like to win, like to. So I did a stream. I'm glad we did this tournament. Good job, Jonathan. Congratulations, Seth. Good work. You've improved a lot. You're getting a lot better, especially at Racing Kings. Inbin Cut, good work. Rodney the Rooster, Magsy Bozies, they've been winning these the last few ones. Not the strongest players, relatively there's better. Invica and Rocky are both pretty strong, but they're stronger and they've been getting better. But a lot of players put points on the board. Burning Vulcan, Venue Fork, Alexander, Koval, and even 6 and 4. That some more games are 12. Got a few games in Racing Kings Arena, which was just Seth in Moscow. Never sleeps. So just 2 players were able to put it into first, and then Racing Kings. So I got 115. Jonathan, thanks, dude, with a blindfold. 53 points. You really improved. You played a lot of games, so it's just really good work. Congratulations, Hydro. Thanks for playing for our team. Got quite a few wins. 20 points. Raphael Chicken Cow, Mohammed Adnan, Danish 175. I saw you playing earlier. Good work. You're saying only 1361. You got some wins in there. Saying that we good people got some wins, and we even had 13 different players that maybe a few of these other guys played games even. So 13 players, got on the board for Racing King. Maybe a few more of them played. Thanks. So it's a pretty big team. All 10 spots. Lover of Racing Kings, also big team, but they didn't have any big winners. So I had 115 points, and it's almost the whole difference. Like the points I got, but close. So they almost got in third. But also had Cicinio, Tubby beat me a few games. Andre, we didn't play this time. Federo, we played a few times. Ukraine, thanks for playing. Kex, Liam, Alex Dang, common player. Bunny Gummy, been playing for a while. A lot of Turkish players. Is Chess, Parth Grover. We played. So and then these are stronger players. He didn't play that many games. Thurina Vakakarasu, and Kantop. So 12 players got on the board for Lovers of RK. Berserk Lovers, just basically Rodney. Blue Doggy came in, got 20 points, but it was basically all Rodney. He did better than me. He got third place. Good work. Low-rated players chess league. This is Rex and Francis, and another intermittent name. So regular players. This is Rex, Francis, some of the top 50 players. Elite chess players union. 14 players got on the board. Oliver, Ash, and Dusty got a game off of me, improving pretty fast. You can see Racing King, is easier. So a lot of people get good at Racing King. It's quicker and easier to get better at than a lot of the other ones. Grana Milzik, our friend from Serbia, got on the board, 19 points. Adrian, 18 points. Megalovic. A lot of people got on the board. So thanks for playing. Thanks everyone for playing. Racing King Association. MMO Mikhail. The Thax. Okay. So we had probably over half of the top players, top 50 players, top 100 players maybe played in our tournament. So very happy about that. Bengal Tigers, Berserk All Games. Played quite a few times. Now we're Adias 3030. Striking Raptor. People got on the board. Racing Kings Ringer Ganeev. Okay, so we appreciate everyone playing. Blessings. Great game. Wish everyone the best. Hope play some more, and wish good things for everybody. So hopefully, I'm going to put this video in our team. And I want to make more videos too. But Jonathan sent a thing out, and there was requests. People asked me to make videos, and so made a quick video wrap up in basics. I'm still going to make more videos. Okay, so I guess I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go order dinner. So it was a good tournament. It was good work and quite a community here. And honestly, it's an honor to represent Israel. Like, I played chess. I taught. I wanted to do a good deed. I wasn't really competitive. Like I'm not that competitive about chess, but I'd like to win for Israel. So, and the monthly crazy house, second place, first place guy beat me pretty bad. Although I do have plus record against him. And Crazy Eight, another guy from Israel, I beat him 4-1 today. Crazy Eight, strong player, been around a while. I beat him 4-1. Sai, it was a close game. He got me. GM Jobova. So GM Jobova, I got him today. He played in the Crazy House, and very talented player. One of the top 50 players in the world, period. But Crazy House, I got him. So just playing for Israel has increased kind of my incentive. Like I like to win for Israel, and it's nice to meet people and I guess represent Israel or just talk to people. I have my theories on chess. I'm not going to blabber too much on my theories for chess, but I'll show my YouTube in case anyone's watching this and curious. Who is Duvid? So Duvid, I studied in Israel to be a rabbi. I'm a civil engineer. I'm interested in Hinduism. I do a whole bunch of things. I have a Sunday show with a woman, Jennifer, on her channel called Church of Entropy, Science and Spirituality. I've been putting out videos on chess. So, like Hanukkah, I did some, I did a video on Alpha Zero. I have what I call the multiple truth hypothesis, which is somewhat chess related. And then I did the World Horde Championship. I did a video. I did some of the Crazy House World Championship. I'm a local chess coach in Detroit. I have my series Rambles of a Chess Coach, including the kids that I coach in Detroit, and events. Even Corey Nakamura when he came here to the chess club. I got that on my channel. His Simul. Then I have Duvid Plays Chess, which includes when I first started playing, honestly, I was pretty weak. I got up to 2,000 as a kid, but I'd been weak, and then I got back in. I started taking it more seriously. My last few videos are more about the science of expertise of chess and scientific studies about chess players and how the mind works playing chess. So I'm actually going to add this last video to the playlist, and then I'll probably sign off. So, great honor to play for Israel and all the exciting. Thanks all these players for playing in this tournament, and the Crazy House. And I like the game of chess. I like coaching. I like thinking about these things. So if there's interest, I will keep on doing this. I will be willing to work together with basically anybody. And so with that, I'm going to sign off. So take care. Blessings. Shalom.